Evening. On this episode of Surveyors and Beer, I'm the surveyor. This is the beer. Today, today was interesting. Today, see, I have a little girl. Now, I believe it was episode maybe 4 or 5. Where saw my little daughter, one of my little daughters, my youngest one. She's helping me clean the grill. It's a cute little baby. She's cute as fuck. And she's 10. She's in 5th grade. She's the daughter of an Army veteran. She's the daughter of a surveyor. She's my daughter. Now, along with a lot of other dads, we as parents, not just dads specifically, moms and dads, but as parents, for the most part, our job is to protect them. I mean, that's not for the most part. I mean, our job is to protect them. But for the most part, we teach our kids how to defend themselves, how to protect themselves. If someone takes a swing at you, if you can, you block them as best you can and you knock them square in the fucking jaw. That's how it is. Don't let anybody bully you. Right? That's what we teach our kids. Nobody wants to be bullied. And for those parents who have kids as bullies, you may not know that they're bullies, and a lot of times that happens. You don't know that your kids are the ones that are being the bullies as opposed to them being bullied. So today, my little girl in 5th grade, in the classroom, 3 boys. 3. Not 1. Not 2. 3. They each hit her in the stomach. Not at the same time. She's good. She's all right. She took it like a champ. But I'm proud of her. I'm damn proud of her too. Not because of that, but because she defended herself and she fought back. That first boy, he hit her in the stomach for I don't know what. He gave some bullshit excuse from something that she did. She tapped him on the back earlier, like way earlier, in the hallway, whatever. He told her stop. She stopped. Okay, fine. Let her know everything was fine. Fast forward to now they're in the classroom. Oh, now he remembers that she tapped him in the back, and so he decides that he's gonna punch her in the stomach. Well, he did, and she hit him back. Missed his jaw. Doesn't matter. She hit him back. She defended herself. He hit her a few more times, and so did he. She saw him back. He tells another little boy in the same class to hit her too. He does. That little boy says to the third little boy, "You should try it." Little motherfucker does. And the third little boy, after all of this, he is the only one, not that it makes it right, and then it's not an excuse, it doesn't make it okay, but he's the only one who told her that he was sorry. Now, here's the thing. First and foremost, I am damn proud of my little girl. She did not let herself become a victim. She stood up for herself. She fought back and she swung. That's my baby. I wish she'd have hit him in the jaw. That'd have been great, because then that would have put a stop to everything. But she missed. But whatever. Beside the point, I'm damn proud that she did not let herself become a victim. She defended herself. She stood her ground. What I have a problem with, aside from kids will be kids. Okay, fine, granted. But kids learn this shit from somewhere. They thought it was okay for them, even playing around, to lay hands on a girl. They're boys. I understand kids are kids. But that you don't play that. You don't put your hands on little girls. Boys don't hit girls. Girls should not hit boys. It doesn't matter. You don't do that. Nobody wins. In any scenario, nobody wins. So my issue here is the school policy. So because she defended herself, I'm cleaning the grill right now. I have you on the top of my lid while I'm doing this right here. So the school policy, simply put, you are not allowed to defend yourself, or you will face consequences as well. Maybe not as severe consequences as the initiator, but you'll still face consequences because you did not let them hit you, and you didn't go and tell a teacher. Which, by the way, the teacher wasn't there. There was a substitute, but the substitute did not see it. They were in the classroom, but the substitute didn't see it. I mean, I don't understand how that happened. We'll find that out later today or tomorrow or whatever. So the 3 boys get ISS, in school suspension. Now they're in 5th grade, and my little girl, she gets lunch detention. Now, yesterday, this happened the day before yesterday. Yesterday, when my baby's mom, she talked with the administrator. Administrator tells her that the boys would not be on campus because of what happened. Today, we find they are on campus. So, yeah. So yesterday, what happened? She let me know. I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna take the day off of work. I'm gonna go to the school, walk her to a class. She normally walks to school anyway. I'm gonna walk her to class, or at least to the door. And so, like the door, you can see the classroom door from the building door. I walked to the building door. I said, baby, okay, you go in the classroom, and if you see them, let me know. If they're not there, give me a thumbs up. Go to class, and that's the end of it. It goes on. So she goes into her classroom, and she comes right back out and tells me that one of the boys is in the class. That she didn't see the other 2, but one of them was. I said, okay, come on. And I told the hall person or teacher that stands at the main entrance to the door. I told her, I told Allison, okay, we're going to come with me. I told the teacher, hey, we're going to the office. She said, okay. We go to the office. So on our way to the office, I guess that other little boy got sent to the office from the classroom. So when we get to the office, guess who the fuck I see in the office? Those 1, 2, 3 little boys. So the administrator told her mom they would not be there, and yet there they were. So me and her mom, I let her know, hey, she sees me there, because she has her own little babies. They go to the same school. She sees me walking our daughter to the office. So she pulls in. When we're waiting for the administrator to be available because she's doing the announcements and whatever. She comes in the office. Said, "Oh, awesome!" So now our daughter has both me and her mom there to support her. We got her back. So the policy, because she got lunch detention for defending herself, is flawed. Okay, lunch detention does this. It's not a really big thing. It's not a big thing, but it's still a consequence. The consequence for defending herself. Now, the administrator said that she can defend herself. Well, she has lunch detention because she hit them back, and all 3 of us are in the room. Me, her mom, and her. And so she's right there. And I told her, why is she facing consequences for defending herself? She didn't do anything. Okay? Now, another thing that I'm leaving out here is what the administrator had told her mom yesterday when she was talking to her, because the whole thing about her tapping the boy on the back in the hallway way before they even got to the classroom. She straight up told my little girl that if she had not tapped him on the shoulder, none of this would have happened. What the fuck? Seriously? She said it's her fault. Not in those words, but by saying that if she didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened. How are you gonna tell that to, not just my little, but any girl? That tells them that, that that's putting the blame on them. It was her fault. If she didn't touch him, which I think is a bullshit excuse, because it was like, they were in the hallway and this happened way later in the classroom. It's bullshit. So that happened, and I'm telling you, this administrator right there in front of right there in front of her. I told her, so you mean to tell me that she is not allowed to defend herself? She says, well, she's just getting lunch attention. I was like, okay, so that's consequence. She's facing consequences. She says, yes, because she hit him back. I said, exactly. She hit them back. She didn't hit them. She hit them back. She defended herself. And I told her, so she's not allowed to defend herself, is what you're saying. She goes, well, no, because that's our school policy. The school policy says she cannot defend herself. So in other words, she's supposed to let these boys hit her, and when they're done, then she can go tell a teacher. I'm like, your policy is flawed. And here's the flaw. It endangers children. Not just my baby, not just mine. In general. Because here's what happens. Boy hits, okay, well, forget gender. Student A hits student B. Okay. Student A hits student B. Student, anywhere, doesn't matter. Okay, let's say, okay, in the eye, in the face, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. Student A hits student B in the eye. Student B has a black eye, and it's fixing to get a black eye. Student B defends themselves, hits back. That's pretty much that would usually be the end of it. Okay, the student B defends themselves, and that's in usually how the end of it. Okay. Worst case scenario, student B winds up with a black eye and maybe 2 bruised knuckles. Student A, the assailant, winds up with a bruise or whatever wherever student B hit student A. Okay. Now, in the other scenario, student A hits student B. Student B does nothing, and tries to get the teacher's attention or whatever. All the while, student A is still hitting student B. So the first student A hits student B in the eye, hits her, hits student the second student in the B. I keep saying her. I'm sorry, I did that. But keeps hitting student B. Maybe in the nose, maybe knocks out the tooth, whatever, and until the teacher gets here. Now, student B, not only does she have a black eye, the student has a busted nose, maybe a busted lip, maybe knocked out a tooth. But at least she's not in trouble. At least student B is not in trouble. So the policy is either get hurt and not be in trouble, or defend yourself to prevent yourself from further physical harm, and you do get in trouble. Bullshit. That's a flawed policy, and that needs to be fixed. We're here in San Antonio, great state of Texas. Okay. Now, this sounds, I don't need to get political about it, but it sounds like a democratic policy. That's what it sounds like. I'm not going to say that it is, because, hey, I don't know I don't ask them what their politics are. That's neither here nor there. Just saying, sounds like one. Victim blaming and punishing the victim for defending themselves. Not only that, what she said, that if she didn't tap that other student on the shoulder, be tapping on the back, this never would have happened. In other words, it's your fault. Bullshit. Well, me and her mom, we went and we got the administrator to see things our way, because, and it's wrong. It's a fucked up policy to say, to not allow children to defend themselves and protect themselves from further harm. Yeah, okay, she could have screamed or whatever, but no, on paper and reality, two different things. It's almost like I might get some shit from Cowboys fans. Hey, I'm a Cowboys fan too. Go Cowboys all day, every day. Win, lose, or choke. I don't care. But Romo, good on paper. Winning time, not so much. Yeah, kind of sucked, you know. So great on paper. Got all the stats, got all the numbers. All right. But no rings. Because when it came, I don't like to say this, but I mean, you know, when it came to winning time, it came up a little short. But if you look at his stats, hey, motherfucker looks great. He looks great. So, on paper versus reality. Idea versus reality. Yeah, the idea, okay, if you get hit, you go over and tell the teacher. Reality, that doesn't work. That doesn't work that way. So, yeah, it doesn't really work that way. So after I explained why she should not get any consequence, the teacher, the administrator has kids herself, and I kind of gave an example, like a more of a realistic example of situation A and B. You know, their policy versus reality. She then understood, and then lifted the however minor consequence of lunch detention. So that was a win. That was a win for us. Now, the issue, though, even though it was a win for us, is that we had to be there in the first place to fight for that win instead of it not even being an issue. She was assaulted. Why did she face any consequence? If the policy was, okay, I understand the policy, keep your hands to yourself, okay, fine. But when you're defending yourself, no. You know, no, that ain't gonna fly. That's not gonna work. So, my daughter, she was a little scared to tell us because she was afraid of getting in trouble. And I told her that me and her mom, as long as you're defending yourself, you have every right to do that. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. You and me and your mom are very proud of you because you did what you were supposed to do. We told her that straight in front of the administrator too, because that's bullshit. Don't let nobody hit you. Parents, do not let anybody tell you that their kids cannot defend themselves. Bullshit. So, proud of my baby. ¿Cómo te? No, just cleaning. Yeah, it was just kind of dirty. Yeah, just kind of cleaned it up a little bit and stuff. So yeah, neighbor. So teach your kids to defend themselves. Nobody should put their hands on their kids. And if they do, then they have every fucking right to defend themselves and protect themselves from further harm. Because I know as parents, and you know, moms and dads alike, you know, you have mama bear and then you have daddy. Daddy's always supposed to protect your little girls. You know, mama bear, mama take damn near for the most part, every mom has that mama bear inside them that will go to bat and will fuck people up for their kids. But unfortunately, we can't be there in school to do that. So who's going to protect our kids if not themselves? Flawed policy. That's what it is. This has been an exceptionally long Surveyors and Beer episode today, but I'm damn proud of my baby for defending yourself, not letting yourself become a victim. Parents, teach your kids to defend themselves. Doesn't matter if they get in academic trouble, because at the end of the day, every person, grown up or child, has a right to defend themselves and should not be punished or face any kind of consequence whatsoever at all for defending themselves. That policy is flawed, it's bullshit, and I really hope they change that. Here's another episode of Surveyors and Beer. Y'all gentlemen have, and ladies, I'm sorry, y'all ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good rest of the evening. I'm getting tore up by the mosquitoes here. I think I need to get some off, or maybe, there's a dog taking a shit and fucking, whatever. Y'all have a good evening. Until next time, Surveyors and Beer. Flawed policy. Kids can defend themselves.